All right.
All right, sis. So yeah, long time no see, no speak. Good to hear from you. Good to see you.
See you as
Um,
well.
so what's going on? I'll open the floor to you. You got anything you want to start off with, or what's new with you?
Nothing. It's just life. Life is fast and crazy right now, but it's okay. It's good. It's a good thing.
Hmm.
Just busy.
Just
Um,
just busy.
just busy. But
All right.
hey, I'll take that over the alternative. So
Yeah. Not being busy is
yeah.
horrible. So you don't want, but that's the category I'm in. I mean, yeah, but I'm smiling at least.
But you're creating and setting a foundation going forward. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that you're not busy. It's just not what you're probably used to.
Yeah.
And you're in a different lane and it's setting up a foundation. Like doing what you're doing. I think it's more work than clocking in from a 9 to 5. It's 9 to 5. I'm done at 5. Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Where you have to set boundaries for yourself, and you're constantly like thinking and creating and trying to find different ideas like all the time, and it's kind of hard to stop yourself. So I want to say it's just a different form of busy.
Different form of busy. 38-year-old
Mhm.
starving artist is what you just articulated. So, but thank you though. I appreciate it. You did you hit the nail right on the head though. It is different and it is creating. Same thing with you though. You got classes going on. You have transition with the young one getting ready to, you know.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot. Doing more responsibilities at work, so it's been a lot. But hopefully after June 6th, things should like lighten up. That's my plan.
so I want to catch you up because we've been on forgiveness and I'm gonna come on here because I've been wilding basically. I'll openly admit it. I have been on a tear because
Why?
well, you know what, we're doing this forgiveness deal. It does bring up, I think the last conversation we had was about how the previous generation, they didn't have to they didn't have to use certain things, and it becomes more
Hmm.
prevalent, and I'm seeing it, and then it's getting used on me. So I'm getting nice out the game with my immediate family. I know better. Let me confess that I do know better, but at the same time I also know of better ways, and I want to exercise them. And
Okay.
it's like it's just a clash of the titans, new school
Is it
versus old
trying
school.
to get people to understand your why and your purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. How does it feel that someone would never will understand your why or your purpose because they've never been in the rooms or trying to go to the places that you've been? So it's hard for them to understand what you're doing when they can never, like, sorry, my dog is barking in the background, but they can
Yeah.
never really fully digest because they've never been in your shoes. So it's like they can take you so far on the journey, but they haven't been on this journey. Like, it's a new journey for it's uncharted territory.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of energy that sometimes is wasted trying to get someone, like, you want someone to understand your why, understand your purpose. And long as and some people will never understand your why, your purpose. They'll see the end result and
Hmm.
then they'll want to, clap it up for that and give you your roses then, but it's hard for them to see the hard work that you're doing in the background.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So when you say it like that, I understand. I guess it's more of the little kid in me though, right? That's the part
Hmm.
that's like really I'm noticing screaming out. That's the part where I'm seeing where I need to forgive because it may not come in the way that I want it to. You know,
Absolutely.
it may not come with that validation. I'm coming to terms with that, and that's why like stuff like this I believe is important. So even though
Hmm.
we're doing, we're talking about forgiveness and we're talking about our family dynamics, like no master at this. We're just being bold enough to talk about forgiving in an
Yeah.
unforgiving type world, and it is very hard. It's very hard because I find myself, and my viewpoint on forgiveness. I do believe that I know that's the end result, but in this path, it's been very very difficult, and that's why I was really happy to get on here and at least just talk
Mhm.
about it and be honest about it and say like, hey, I've been struggling to forgive, and I know I need to because this thing is like, yeah, you wake up with this fire each day. I'm waking up. First thing I want to do is get my phone and like go off.
That's the enemy. That's the enemy, is using your
Yeah.
past and how you respond to things And it's taking that little piece, like where we feel like we've grown, and it's a little piece of us, like, let me bring this up to the surface. Let me get him
Mm-hmm.
reactivated. Let me let like that's the enemy. And so you have to constantly, before you wake up, when you go to bed, just cover it in prayer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cover it in prayer. Yeah.
Because it works in my favor too, right? Like if I'm tired, I think about that. It's like back to we talked about this before. Like in football, if I need a little bit of extra motivation for a game, I'm gonna tap into a place mentally, and
Yeah.
I get a boost off of it. But I don't. It's not serving me any good right now because it's destroying everything. It's destroying
Yeah.
everything. And a
Yeah.
part of
I think you just gotta cover in prayer. Like I don't know what specifically to ask for you, but you know what you need.
yeah,
And just just yeah, sometimes we have to, like, it's so hard for us to sit back and, like, literally Jesus take the wheel.
yeah,
That means your thoughts, your responses, um when you're
mhm,
activated, when you're triggered, like, literally just take the wheel.
yeah,
And it's hard because we're Leos, like, we want to clap back,
yeah,
and
yeah. I
we
mean,
want to clap back. We want it, like, you I think anyone wants to feel validated, but I learned, like, not to look for outside validation. Like that, like, if I'm constantly looking for outside validation, I'm always going to be let down,
yeah,
because I'm like, oh, that wasn't good enough. That's not how I wanted it. So it's like, just block out all that noise. And when you start to feel that rage, that need to say something, that need to, like, put someone in their place, that need to, like, justify your reasons over and over again, I would just, like, pause, like, literally just pause and just sit with it and just start praying.
yeah. So all right. So I watched this documentary this weekend. It was pretty good. This dude, Chris Hughes, I believe his name is. I don't know if you watch any of him, but
I haven't heard. Maybe I've seen him, but Chris Hughes.
yeah, he was really good. He's really big. He has some kind of brain injury or disease where,
Hmm.
and it's he did a whole bunch of evaluations in the army or the Marines where he would be able to read rooms, read people, but then he got some kind of brain illness, and so he put all of his life work in a book, and now he's even gone like a step further. He was talking about reliving those moments, how those moments of rage or traumatic events, they're not memories, they actually get stored up in our body. So if, like, let's say if me and you have an argument, if we don't fight of some sort, like, then that gets stored in our body. If there's no resolution, it gets stored in our body. So it's not a traumatic moment, it just gets stored, and
Yeah,
it needs to be lived out. It's energy that needs to be lived out. So,
yeah.
he talked a lot about reliving the emotion, calling the emotion out. So I practiced it. You know what I mean? I had like a little panic attack. I was back to my 12-year-old self,
Yeah.
and I went ahead and allowed myself to feel. I had a friend. I was hey, I was just bawling. I was crying, and I was able to release it. I was just like, I need a mom right now. Like, I need you to let me live this moment out. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Let me live this moment out, and it really did help. And so that's
Mhm.
why I'm even able to talk a little bit better and more clear and have a different perspective, is because I had did that moment, and I
Yeah.
want to start practicing that a little bit more. Obviously in a safe setting, but that was a pretty interesting thing. I wanted to just share that. So
Thank you for sharing that and feeling vulnerable and comfortable enough to share that vulnerability.
don't tell
Uh,
nobody.
the internet knows now.
I forgot about that.
Don't edit that out. No, I'm joking.
Nah.
But I mean, it's good to hear, especially when it comes to Black men. Like, it's okay to feel, it's okay to
Yeah.
cry. And I feel like, especially for Black men, you don't get to have that space held for you. You don't get to have that space. Like, listening to my husband, like, sometimes it's like I can have a bad day. Like, I feel like I always have to be on, because if I'm not on, if I can't have a bad day, or if I'm having a bad day, then it's misconstrued, and everybody thinks it's against them. And it's like, you guys carry so much, and sometimes I need that to hear, when I hear that from him. Like, okay, it's okay for him to have a bad day. It's okay for him to be vulnerable. It's okay to be, fearful, scared, apprehensive. Like, and
Mm.
I feel like you guys don't express that, and you've been taught. It's been taught, like, keep it in. You gotta stay strong, but staying strong also means crying and letting it out.
Yeah.
Staying strong means, like, I need help. I'm struggling with this. I'm not okay with this. And thank you for being vulnerable and letting all Black men know, like, it's okay to not be okay.
It's definitely tough. That's a good
Yeah.
point that you brought up. Is we do have to have a guard. We have to have a boundary up. I heard another gentleman say it too. Like it's being a king, right? We want to be kings. We're in our minds as we are a role. Being a king,
Yeah.
we can't just be vulnerable though. If you think about it, a king goes through moments of time of war, and so you can't necessarily always be vulnerable. But we do need to have moments of it. So I actually do agree with that because this is war out here. We're under attack.
Oh, for sure.
That's going on. So
Every day. Yeah.
we're under attack. So we can't just completely let go, but we do need to learn how to express. That's why I had came out with something a couple of weeks ago about the first thing I wanted to do when it came down to the male emotion was preparing the environment. Is preparing those around us to be able to say like to change that thinking. Because if I come out and I express, but it's the environment that everybody's been growing up to as well, it will do no good. It won't get received. It will be received
Yeah.
negatively.
Yeah. We had a exercise that we were challenged to do from church. It was because right now the series of our sermons is on your relationship with yourself. And he's talking about relationship with you as a person, the negative thoughts that you take care of yourself, each day, like stopping those in their tracks, and relationship with others, how you show up for others. Also, the last one was like relationship with your friends. What does your friend group look like?
Mm.
And one of the exercises was ask someone who is close to you, what is their experience of you? And the follow up, I have to send you that sermon because it was a really
Yeah.
good sermon. And the follow up was, what are 3 area opportunities of growth for me? And I
Yeah.
joined this life group, didn't realize a life group means a new word for Bible study.
Yeah. Low key. Bible cell group.
Yeah, my friend got me hooked. She's like, "Oh, me and my husband are doing this life group." I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, Greg." And
Yeah.
we're not those church people. We go on Sunday, we
Got,
listen, we head out.
yeah. Gotcha.
You know what? It has been a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I look forward now to it. And all the other couples did it. We did not do it. And it's not all couples, but other people did it and we didn't do it. And so I did it with my daughter. And it's
Yeah.
like, what's your experience of me? And 3 opportunities for growth. But when it came to me and my husband, baby, let me tell you, it did not start off great.
Mm.
Like he started rattling off. I'm like, whoa, like
Where'd that come from, huh?
rapid fire. And then I didn't take it well. And then we were able to this is something like I think a year ago we would probably be able to do this, but at that moment we recognized okay, we need to regroup. We need to come back and let's be vulnerable with each other for a second. Because I have a hard time with vulnerability. He has a hard time with vulnerability. But we were able to regroup and actually successfully complete and listen to each other that that exercise. So I suggest you do that. It was really eye opening.
That's interesting. Now I like that. Thank you for sharing that. That's very very good. And believe it or not, we're in the spirit. So I didn't know about that, but I have done that. That's what the process I've been doing with my friends, right? So when I've trusted them, I've gone to them because I know I've been tripping. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm sensitive. So
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Well, meaning I'm very quick to be. I'll be vulnerable. I'll be mad. All of my feelings are right there. So that's why I also believe I know I need to work on my gait because sometimes
Mhm.
people will use that. They'll pick on it. They'll push it and
Yeah.
then just I'm real easy. 9 times out of 10, you know where it is in the bloodline though too.
Yeah.
Like it's where it comes from. So
Yeah.
but I did go to my friends and I had to listen. They would tell me like you're kind of like I would say, hey, look, I'm reminded of when I get ignored by my family of just going to my room and I'm having to figure out everything. There's no validation at all. So I always had to like figure out what I did wrong, figure out what they did. You know what I mean? I never had nobody communicate. I had to just basically go in a room, sit with those feelings and guess and come up with my own things. And that doesn't necessarily work very well all the time. And
Mhm.
so I had to go to my friend. I had to hear that back. Like, yeah, sometimes like you're coming up with things, and yes, it can look like that, but it's not that, and you're assuming.
Because you create a whole narrative.
Yeah.
instead of, and then also, but as kids, we didn't have the luxury to say, to ask why. Why is that?
Hmm.
Because that's not how we were raised. Because I said so, and their word is Bible. And I don't know how you are with your children. I think we could be similar. We have this open dialogue where I
Hmm.
say, I'm sorry to my kids. I ask them like, I go to them like, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way, or I'm sorry that I said it this way. This was my intent. Intent
Yeah.
and impact does not always correlate. And so like you said, we had to sit with this narrative and create, like, when you're sitting with a narrative and think of things that are going wrong, you're creating all these crazy stories in your head when it's not even all that.
Yeah. It's not.
Like, your mind is wild, right? And they will play some damn tricks on you. And you're creating like this full on blown out story when it's like, it's
Yeah.
literally like, that's not what it is.
And when you're not getting it, when you're looking for validation, right? Your mind is playing these scenarios, and let one commercial come on, right? Let
Mm-hmm.
one person drive by, and you'll see
Yeah,
that you know what I mean. And it triggers
yeah,
everything.
it
So,
does.
but I'm thankful to have some people in my life to where they're able to first up put up with me when I get in those little moments, but also
Mhm.
tell me honestly, and then I can receive it. I necessarily didn't always have that, or I maybe not have paid attention to it, but now I
Yeah.
have, and I am, and I'm thankful for it. But also,
Have you asked your kids their experience with you and areas of improvement?
that's the next step. That's gonna be
That's hard. It's
that.
hard because
Yeah,
they will read you for filth.
yeah. That's the next step. I'm gonna go there, and I would like to see the sermon though too, so this can get a little bit more. Yeah, I gotta get better at it. I need to have some boundaries. There we go. I'm pretty sure they
No,
have some boundaries to it.
I'll send it to you. Like,
Yeah.
I highly suggest to watch, like, all three are great.
Hmm.
But I'll send all three of them to you. They're so good. It's the same pastor, Pastor Albert Tate, that I sent you the
The
his sermon on forgiveness. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
I would love to watch it. So that's the next step, is going with the kids, because
Hmm.
I want to break for my side of things, the cycle as well. And yes, we already communicate, but we got to hone it in, zero it down,
Yeah.
get more accurate with it, and let them really express. Because I can see certain tendencies with them, and I don't want that to get missed. So I got to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm noticing with like, especially with my with Zaya right now, I have to be a little bit more aggressive with her being a
Yeah.
queen and all that. So, and she's so good. Sometimes she calls stuff out, and it's just like I don't. I mean,
You have
yeah.
no, you have no response.
Yep, I don't know what I'm just like, all right, well,
Mhm.
so I want to
Yeah.
definitely try that though.
And that's good. Yeah, you should. And I wrote down what they said.
So, you care to share any of them?
I will. Which I already know. I'm controlling, but I'm a type A personality. I'm the first daughter. I literally, like, had to raise, like, I helped raise, like, my younger siblings. Two of my younger siblings, and so that kind of comes with that first daughter, oldest daughter. I'm controlling, like, and it also, like, I have, like, it's my way of trying to control outcomes, and I've learned to let that go.
Mhm.
I'm not responsible for outcomes. I can't control other people, what they do, how they move, what happens. Like, so that's something I'm learning to let go. Another one was presence, being present.
Being present.
Yes,
Hmm.
because I'm always multitasking, and it's hard for me to stay in the moment. So I'm always thinking of what's next, what's next, what's next,
Oh yeah.
what's next, what's next. And so it's hard for me to sit and celebrate the moment, be in a moment, be embodied with people, but, like, mentally I'm checked out. Um,
Yeah.
and then one of the third ones was to be present, controlling, but they did say I got better at that. Being
Mhm.
present, and then what was the other one? Oh, sometimes I make my words got used against me. Because
Go-
I always say, your urgency is not my emergency. So don't expect me to, like, or don't
Ooh.
expect anyone to, like, drop what they're doing at the bat of the hat to come cater to you. Like, that's just, like, don't expect that. So that got used against me because I was told, when there's something going down or something that I need help with, I expect everyone to drop what they're doing and all hands on deck.
I
But
mean,
when the tables are turned, I'm kind of like, Like you gotta figure it out. But why
Yeah.
I do that is it's like I don't want to solve things. My thought process, I didn't say anything. It was I had to be quiet. But my thought process was I want you to learn how to problem solve, to think critically. I don't want to always give you the answer. I
Hmm.
want I don't want my perception to dictate how you would move, even in the same environment, right?
Hmm.
Um, but that's perceived as me being hands off. I'm like, oh well, figure it out. And it's like,
That's
like
tough.
so intent and impact doesn't always correlate. So it's like maybe I can still do that, but go about a way of reframing it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. So they're
Mhm.
saying that you're too hands on, but they've noticed that when you are taking, that information in consideration, then they feel like
Yeah.
it's too distant. So that you haven't found that medium yet.
Yeah.
I could. That's tough. That's tough. I can
It
see
was
that.
and it was hard to get like stuff out of my husband because he always says it's like who am I to tell someone what they need to work on? Who am
Mm.
I? Like who am I to
Mhm.
say that? Like you need to work on
Mhm.
when I'm a work in progress as well. Who am I to point out your flaws? And I'm like, stop. Like
Yeah, yeah. In my mind, I wanted to say, I was just like, he one of them, huh? All right,
yeah, he does that. And
all
I mean
right.
and I respect it, right? But I'm like, but that's not you're not doing me a service.
That's wise. That's a very wise answer. Very astute answer. Yeah. Who am I to
But
say?
he
Yeah,
always said like people like he's like, who am I to judge that person?
yeah,
Who like I like I'm not perfect, and he always says that whether it's me or someone else, like he always walked with that posture of
yeah,
just like who am I to judge someone? I don't know like what I would do if I had the choices that they were presented, and so
yeah.
or he's like so I don't know people's background, I don't know what they went through, so who am I to judge that person? I'm no better. He goes, servant's no better than his master, and so he always does that, and I love it, but it's like no, bro, like I know I got something to work on, like
Yeah.
stop. I hear
So
you mumbling under your breath sometimes. So, like, what are you mumbling about? Like, what upset you? What
that that, that
irritates
that that could be it, right? One of them moments. Let's share that. Yeah. What are you mumbling about?
you? Yeah.
So
So,
how did you feel that exercise overall as a family like helped y'all? What were some of the positives that?
I think what I love about it, because I would never be able to do this with my parents.
Hmm.
And I think it was being vulnerable, being real, learning how to listen instead of listening to respond, but listen to comprehend and take in.
Hmm.
Um, and also just making me more mindful of how I present, how I show up, and I have work to do. And I always want to get better, even at work. Like I remember, especially I worked bedside when we had to do evals. I didn't give my eval to my. I didn't choose like someone I work well with. I wanted someone who didn't like me.
Yeah.
Like I want you to be real with me because I don't want yes people around me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't like. I want you to tell me like, hey, that was messed up. That was fucked up. Like you could have did this better. I love you, but you could have handled this better. Like I want people to call me out because we all have blind spots,
Yeah.
and we have yes people around you. Like that's not giving you a service.
That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
So, what do you think about this? As far as I'm noticing that we're with the technology and things of that nature. I'm trying to find
Mhm.
more ways as well to like bring people together, bring us together. Even us. Like so. So an exercise like that, that's something that I feel like could bring us together. But like you said, our parents, they don't necessarily rock with being open like that. But I just feel like that's just such a great exercise and avenue that we could all do. So I wonder if
Mhm.
I just really wish there was a way to just get them involved in that. But see that's and I can't let it go. I cannot look. I just can't let this
I
go.
know, but
I
you
can't let it go.
really.
It's
It's
it's a,
not. I can't say like they. I always think like you can't teach your old dog new tricks. You can't, but that willingness, whether it's our parents, it could be someone our age that's like, I'm not touching that. I'm fine. I'm not doing
yeah,
that. And they think they're straight. I think it all depends on the person and their willingness. And is it pretty? No. Is it going to hurt? Yeah. Like it's hard hearing feedback about yourself.
mhm,
Like you kind of cringe up. Like you're like, oh, but in order to I want to continue to grow as a person, and I think, but not
yeah,
everybody's on that journey. And I'm so about meeting people where they're at.
yeah,
Like that's all you can do. Not saying they will never come, make that change or be open to it, but it's like let me meet you where you're at
yeah,
because you're forcing something on someone. It's not going to work. It's going to have. a negative impact, and you're not going to get the results and the outcome that you hope for.
And that was one of the feedbacks that I got from my friends, forceful, which